guys, thank you for joining me for another How to Draw Stuff with me, Calvin Innes. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to draw fish. Now this is actually a character development course that lets you learn how to turn the same character, the same simple character, into lots and lots of different types of that same character. So essentially we're going to draw a fish, but then by tweaking the little shapes that make up the fish, we're going to create another completely different fish, and then another, and another, and another. And using this really simple technique, you can actually draw thousands and thousands of different types of fish in completely different styles. And then the same idea can be used for developing other characters as well. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to start off with a really simple shape. And this is a drip shape, so kind of like a water droplet. So starting off from a point, curving around, coming back to the point, something like that. This is the body going down to the tail of our fish, and then add to this we need 4 triangles. Okay, so we have 1 triangle there for the tail, we have 1 triangle there for the fin on the top, then we have 2 triangles on the bottom for those lower fins, and that essentially is our fish. So we then use this as a guideline for kind of adding all the rest of the details in. So we'll keep this really simple for now. We're going to do a nice little cartoon fish. We're going to put his eyes on there. Following around, let's put his mouth. Coming all the way back, and then when we get to these guidelines, we're using them to guide where the fins are going to go. Same along the top here. Let's add in those extra little details. Same on the tail, using this triangle to add a few more little details on. And finally, that back fin on there. And then we're just going to add 3 gills. 1, 2, 3, getting smaller as they go backwards. And you have your first type of fish. And it's really that simple. This time we're going to just change things just a little bit. So we're still going to start off with a drip shape. So this time we're going to have a big round drip shape. We're going to go for a smaller triangle this time, but still a triangle. A smaller triangle on top again, and 2 smaller triangles at the bottom. So you've got exactly the same shapes. You've still got this drip shape, you've still got 4 triangles, but this is going to be a completely different looking fish. So this time we'll go for some smaller eyes, and we'll set them kind of quite low down. So in fact, let's make this guy look a little bit meaner. There's his eye. This is a happy mouth, so let's maybe make this a grumpy mouth. But then you're still just using these triangles as your guidelines to show where your fins are going to go and where your tail is. This time we're going to add in an extra couple of little details here, so let's go a little shape around the face. But there you have a completely different fish, and you can start to really exaggerate these shapes. So let's go for a really long, thin drip shape. Let's go for some really big triangles this time. So it's still the same basic shapes, still that drip shape and 4 triangles, but already you can see that they're completely different. Let's put an eye in there. Again, with this one we're keeping the eyes really nice and simple for now. Now let's make these fins really way more kind of elaborate and flowy this time. But still sticking with those triangles. Same with this one. Much more kind of fancy on the top. And for the tail, same again. Let's really go to town on this one. There we go. Really big fancy tail. 1, 2, 3 gills going back. And you have a completely different fish again. And like I say, you can kind of keep going all day with this. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to draw a different fish again. So we've got that drip shape once again. Let's put our triangles in all over again. Now this time, let's really sort of simplify these. So we've kind of got similar tails on this one. So this one, let's just go for one in there. So a much more simple tail. Same with this fin at the top. Let's go one there. The ones at the bottom, let's keep those really nice and simple. For this one, let's just take a whole head with an eye there. Let's do this one really kind of nice and cartoony. You can even put one on the other side there that you can see. And let's do a little surprise mouth. 1, 2, 3, and you've got another completely different fish. Now, with any of these, you can then start adding in your textures and details and all that kind of stuff. So this guy, we might want to shape around the face there. Let's make him stripy. So you can obviously take a lot more time over this. There you got your stripy fish. This guy, you might want to make him kind of spotty. With any of these, you might want to start adding in your scales and really starting to get some real detail in there. Again, you can make these as detailed, as simple as you like, but the same basic idea works for kind of all sorts. So there's your drip shape again. There's my triangle, little triangle, and 2 little triangles. Now I'm going to draw an eye kind of set quite far back this time and lower down. And I'm going to draw a big mouth up there. So this time I'm going to put a little bit more detail on. Under the mouth. Really simple fin. Quite a big tail there. And you have a whale character. You can do a similar sort of thing with sharks. So let's still do that drip shape just down there. Let's put on our triangles. This time put a bit of an angry eye on there. There you go, you can start to add in all these kind of different details and do different styles of characters. Some really exaggerated. You can actually do kind of quite realistic fish doing the same thing as well. You just, again, you're starting off with that drip shape. You're just taking a little bit more time over those details. So you can look where the eye is. You can put a little bit more shading on there. You can do a little bit more of the realistic mouth. But you are still using this drip shape and the 4 triangles to start to create these different characters. And you can literally go all day with this. You can come up with thousands and thousands of different types of fish. And that's why this is such a good thing to learn. Because you can start to explore how to create different types of the same sort of character just by making very, very tiny little changes. And that's it. So have fun drawing your different types of fish. Remember, all you need to do is start off with that drip shape, add the 4 triangles, and then just change them every time you draw a different one. All you need to do is make that drip shape a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, a little bit fatter, make the triangles a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. When you get to the eyes, is set them a little bit further back, a little bit further forward, make them bigger, make them smaller, and just experiment. And by changing a few tiny little things, you can come up with thousands and thousands of different types of fish. So have fun with this, enjoy the video, remember to like the video, any comments below really appreciated. Remember to subscribe to the channel to keep up with my latest drawing videos, and I will see you all again soon.